All right. Hello. So the personal reading list is open. Okay, you can send for it as long as I'm live here. Welcome in. But we're gonna do a quick Gemini reading. Okay, if you're new here, make sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you always check the title of um, the videos. Okay, all you got to do, go to my page and see what's going on. Okay, also read the chat. And if I am doing personal reading lives like right now, make sure to read here, the chat, and these are the only payment methods, okay, that are allowed if you would like a personal reading. Okay, all the information is always in the pinned message, the pinned comment. Okay, and if you would like a private reading, that information is in my bio. All right, but let's see what's going on for my Gemini placements for the next 48 hours. Let's see. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, etc. Okay. Let's see what's going on for my Gemini's next 48 hours. Gemini next 48. Okay. Okay, Gemini. Some of you guys are holding a grudge, okay? Or somebody could be holding a grudge toward you, okay? It might be you and whoever this is, okay? I feel like there's a grudge here, okay? So somebody or you could be wondering, why somebody's not really communicating with you, okay? Or maybe you're not communicating with somebody because you're holding a grudge toward this person. Okay, let's see. Could be a Virgo, okay? Doesn't have to be. Virgo, Aries energy. Let's see. Yeah, Ten of Swords reversed as well. Okay, so Geminis, what are you upset about? I feel like this is you. Okay, or you feel some type of way when it comes to somebody. Okay, it could be a Virgo or an Aries. Doesn't have to be. Yeah, the Tower. So, or this is happening in the next 48. Okay, you're wondering, can you move past this? Can you move forward? Is it going to get better? I think it will get better, Gemini. Okay, but let's see. What's the Tower here? So, what's going on for Geminis for the next 48 hours? Some of you guys are getting over this issue, okay? Let's see. We have the Four of Wands reversed, okay? So this could be somebody that maybe you used to live with this person, okay? But not anymore. So whether it's like you moving on from some sort of betrayal that a lover, I don't know, is it a lover? Okay, it could be a lover or a person that you used to live with, okay? Yeah, you caught this person doing something that they weren't supposed to do, okay? Three of Swords and the Seven of Swords, okay? I see you finally moving on from some sort of like past betrayal, okay? From this person. Let's see, is this a lover or not for Gemini? Who is this? But no, it's not a lover, okay? So, it could be a friend, okay? It could be a family member, but I don't think it's a lover that we're talking about, okay? But let's see. So this sounds like a roommate. It sounds like a roommate or somebody that you let live with you at some point, okay? Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I see you in the next 48. I feel like you're not really sure how to feel about this situation or this person, okay? I think something is still like on your mind, whatever this person did. So let's see. What did this person do, Gemini? What did this person do? Oh, the Death card. Why am I hearing like they wanted to take over? This person wanted to take over something, okay? So this person could have been acting like they wanted to work with you or collaborate with you. This is like somebody saying, "Oh, if you let me stay here, or if we collaborate together, I'll do this for you or I'll help you out with that." But then this person like wanted to take over whatever you have or whatever y'all were trying to create together, okay, or were supposed to create together. So this person like wanted your spot, Gemini, okay? Let's see. Somebody was trying to keep you stuck. I feel like whoever this person was stuck in their life and they tried to put you, it's giving like destiny swapping, and I don't really even talk about that shit, but it's real, okay? So this person could have tried to take your place. Okay, Gemini, like they wanted what you have because their life is upside down, their life is unbalanced, okay? But this person was secretly trying to, they be you, okay? This person could have literally been trying to be you, okay? This could be somebody you've known for a long time. We have the Six of Cups, okay? Something from your childhood or a childhood friend, something like that, okay? I feel like you're self-sufficient. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles just came out too. Okay, I feel like you're self-sufficient when it comes to what you got, how you live, okay? And I'm hearing how you living, okay? How you living. So this person could have always been questioning or trying to speculate about how you live when their life is flipped all the way around. Okay, this is like somebody who, picture Johnny having $5 to his name and you have, I don't know, 500,000, okay? And Johnny over here is trying to tell you how to live and how to run your life, but secretly they want to be in your spot. They want to have what you have, okay? Or they want to do what you do. But they're over here trying to criticize you when they got $5 to their name. Like, who are you to talk? Okay, so it's something like that. Like somebody who is jealous of you, even if it's a man, okay? Let's see. It's like they were, yeah, always in competition with you secretly. Okay, Gemini, let's see. So what's going on? I feel like this is something from the past or the recent past, okay? Um, what's going on for my Geminis next 48 hours? I see you healing from this situation. Yeah, you're finally moving on from some sort of betrayal. Okay, I feel like this is from a friend, and this person could have been codependent on you, man or woman. This person was codependent on you, but judging you all the time. Gemini, why this? Gemini, why that? Gemini, I don't think you should. Da, da, da. Gemini, da, 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 Let's see. So, what's going on for my Geminis next 48 hours? Yeah, this person lacks direction. Like, they don't even know what they're going to do tomorrow. And they're very unhappy in their own life. So, I don't know. I don't like people like that. It's like, why would I take advice from you? Do you see how you're living and you're judging me? You know? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why I want to give another example, but picture somebody who is a pillhead, okay? This person could do drugs. They don't have to, but picture somebody who's a pillhead trying to tell you, yeah, man, you shouldn't be drinking. You shouldn't be, smoking weed. But they pop pills. They're strung out 4 or 5 days a week. Who are you? Who are they to talk? You know what I'm saying? Like hypocritical shit. Okay, so Gemini, this person could have been a huge hypocrite in your life. Okay, even if it was somebody close to you, I feel like you're finally healing from that type of situation. Okay, so or that whatever betrayal they put you through. Okay, I feel like something might be resurfacing, like the thought of it or the thought of what this person has done. But the good thing is, I see you, healing from that. All right, let's see. Let's get into the oracle, and then the personal reading list will open back up. Okay, information in the pinned message. We're just doing a quick Gemini next 48. All right, so what else is going on for my Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, etc. Engineer. Okay, some of y'all could be engineers. Some of y'all might be wearing a hard hat. Okay. Some of y'all could do Uber Eats. I don't know why I'm thinking of that, but we have driver here. Some of y'all could be drivers, okay, or DoorDash or something like that, okay? You could just be driving just in general. And speaking of pills, you see that? There's a pill right here, okay? Somebody could literally be a pillhead, okay? But they were judging you. But let's see. What's going on for Geminis for the next 48 hours? Yeah, I feel like eventually you couldn't be yourself around this person or this friend, okay? Some of y'all could be spending time by the water. Yeah, laboratory. It could be like a coworker. This is reminding me of like work stuff, okay? Like I said, they wanted to work with you or they were supposed to work with you, okay? So some of y'all could be scientists. This person could be a scientist. We have Virgo energy, engineer, technology, architecture, okay, things like that. So that could be some of y'all's jobs or what this person does or did, okay? Let's see. Yeah, this person's self esteem was very, very low, okay? Very low. And so they were projecting a lot on you. Yeah. Moving on reverse. I feel like you've had a hard time getting over whatever this person did to you because, if it's like a friend that you really cared about, even though they betrayed you, sometimes you might still miss them. That's normal, I feel like. Okay. Even if somebody does you dirty, sometimes it's okay to miss them because you didn't expect them to do you wrong like that, right? So let's see. So you guys might kind of low key be missing this person, missing this friend or this old coworker. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, but they fuck shit up. Okay. They ruin things. Let's see. What else is going on for my Geminis next 48 hours? Okay. Something may fly off the handle, Gemini. Damn. Okay. Next week, okay. Something next week could fly off the handle. Let's see though. Some of y'all may be like 37 years old, okay? What's going on for my Geminis next 48? Yeah, someone had a shadow side, okay? And you finally saw them for who they were, okay? Yeah, they could have been a liar too, storyteller, or they lied on you. This is a Virgo. I'm telling y'all, look, it's a Virgo. I knew it. Okay, we got September energy. They also could have Libra in their chart. Let's see. I feel like this person, like, whenever you caught them doing whatever they did to you, Gemini placements, they didn't want to go. Like, they wanted to still be a part of your life. Like, this is somebody who will betray you and then sit in your face and wonder why you don't want to be around them or wonder why you're cutting off access to them, or to you. So let's see. This person could be lying, saying like, "Oh, I had to walk away from the Gemini." That's not how it went. Okay, I feel like you walked away, Gemini. Okay, let's see though. Mm-mm-mm. Sex shop. Okay. Trash. Ooh, this person could be bad in bed. I don't know how you would know that, Gemini, unless you guys talk. Like, this is like a friend though. Why is that coming out? Okay, somebody an indicator of who this person is. Like, I don't know if you've heard that they're bad in bed or something, or they don't get no play or something like that. Okay. Ooh, let's see. That's tragic. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we have driver. This person could live at a distance from you. Okay. We have retirement planning, dodging bullets, secret crush. It's reversed here. So somebody that what? Gemini, this could be somebody who admired somebody that you were with, okay, or dealing with. Because I don't think if this was your crush, somebody who this is not somebody who you had a secret, like, does that make sense? Like, um, this is somebody who will like the people that you like, or when you break up with, welcome in, when you break up with this type of person, or whoever you're dealing with, Gemini, they'll go try to like swoop in and sleep with whoever you're trying to sleep with, okay? So let's see. Hey, welcome in. I got you. I got you. Let me just wrap up Gemini real quick. I'm just doing a Gemini next 48. All right. And Gemini, this person always They always did things at the wrong time when they thought that they were doing the right thing. They always were trying to play you, okay? This person was always trying to play you. You could make more money than this person. This is a very jealous person, okay? And they always tried to take whatever you had. Like I said in the beginning, they wanted to take like your spot, okay? They wanted to live your life, okay? This person could have, tried to be a part of your love connections too. Like, those weirdo people, okay? I know men and women do this. Insecure women and men do this. If they see their friend who gets all the guys, or the girls, they're always having quote unquote good luck when it comes to dating. And then there's the friend who, maybe they don't get as much play, they don't get as much, attention or whatever for whatever reason. They'll go and try to sleep with their homies or homegirls crush or her boyfriend or her ex. Or if it's a man, he'll go try to sleep with, you know, his homeboy's ex, girlfriend, wife, it's something like that. Like, this is that type of person, okay? Very insecure. And I think it's a Virgo or a Virgo rising sun or moon, okay? But I see you healing from that situation, Gemini, okay, which is good, all right? But that's what I got for you guys, okay? All right, I'm going to go to Sully. Welcome in. Let's see. All right, and then you can drop your first question, okay, when you are ready. Thank you. I'll get your timestamp. All right, Sully. All right, so we're at 47. Okay. So your timestamp will start at 48 minutes. Well, let me grab my laptop so I can see. All right. Whoa. Okay, let's see. All right, so you said update on Nader, please. His thoughts, feelings, intentions toward you. All right, let's see. Oops. No. Okay, hold on. Sorry, my laptop's being stupid. All right, let's see. So for Sully, what's going on when it comes to Nader? What are Nader's thoughts, feelings, and anything else that comes out when it comes to Sully currently? Let's see. What are Nader's true thoughts / feelings? Oh, okay. We got the lovers. Okay, let's see. What are Nader's true thoughts and feelings toward Sully? Okay. Have you guys been talking? Or did you reconnect at some point? Okay, or there could be a reconnection pretty soon. I see you guys trying to come out of a stagnated situation, okay, with each other. I see communication like coming in, okay, if it hasn't already. But Five of Swords reversed, so if anything negative happened in the past, I see you guys trying to talk something out, okay? So let's see. And then we have the Page of Wands. What are Nader's true thoughts and feelings toward Sully? Not since early November. Okay. I think communication's coming in then soon. Let's see. Yeah, I see a transformation between you guys, okay? They could have Virgo in the chart or Scorpio. Don't have to, though. But let's see. Yeah, so if they walked away or whoever walked away in this situation, I see him wanting to actually, take actual action to reach out to you, okay? Let's see for what. Let's see for what. What will Nader want to reach out to Sully for? To try to heal things or see if, things are better now or if things would be better now, okay? We have the Six of Swords. Let's see. Ten of Pentacles. Damn. Okay. Let's see. Whoa. Yeah, they want to work something out with you, okay? The only thing I would say to be careful of is make sure that this person is consistent, okay? Like whenever this person communicates, make sure that they're being consistent with you, okay? But I feel like their emotions currently are very, I want to say like sweet, okay? They're thinking very positively of you. Let's see. Yeah, this is like the energy of somebody who doesn't want to fully lose you, okay? So they could be thinking about backtracking. I think they will reach out because I do see communication here. So let's see. What are Nader's true feelings toward Sully currently? Okay. Yeah, they want to come out of this break, okay? They want to come out of whatever break you guys have been on or in, okay? They're getting tired of it. Let's see. How does also, if you have this person blocked, they want you to unblock them, okay? Let's see. They could be trying to figure out how to get around some sort of block if you did block them on anything, okay? So that could be, texting, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever platform you guys typically communicate on, if there is a block, okay, they want you to unblock them, okay? Oh, you did unblock them? Okay. That's good then. Let's see. Let me get some oracle. Ooh. What are Nader's? Okay. What are Nader's true thoughts and feelings toward Sully currently? Let's see. Okay, we got home, comfort. So I feel like they're feeling, I don't remember exactly, forgive me, but I do a lot of readings. Okay, but from the last time, I think, yeah, I don't remember actually what the energy was last time, but I think it's a lot more positive, okay, from what I remember. Yeah, they don't want to fight anymore. I'm not saying y'all were like physically, scrapping or anything, but they don't want to argue. They want to try to make amends. I think it could be, also stemming from the holidays or something, how people kind of get, they start to reminisce and things like that, okay? But I feel like they're thinking about, the good times. Oh, look, this just flew at me. Okay, we have tantric sex. Okay, they could be having inappropriate thoughts about you, okay? Let's see. So when it comes to Nader, what are Nader's true thoughts and feelings toward Sully currently? Okay. You got Diviner, graduation, leveling up. They could feel like you're graduating from something, or I don't know if you're in school or not. Okay, we do have Gemini, Cancer energy here as well. I feel like they could be spying on you because how do they know, or why do they feel like you're doing better? Okay, I don't know if you just posted something that, shows that, look at me, I just did this or I just accomplished that, for some reason they feel like you're doing a lot better or you look a lot better. Whoa. Than whatever they knew you to be, okay? But let's see. So for Sully, what are Nader's true intentions? Yeah, it's like they want to get deeper into this connection now, okay? So I see a transformation. Yeah, and we have debt management reversed, okay? So I'm not saying you were quite literally in debt, but if you ever have had financial issues around this person or maybe when you were dealing with this person, they feel like you're doing a lot better now, okay? So let's see. You said you spy on him. And you know, people have fake pages and stuff, so you never know. Or if people that, you know, follow you, if it's private, people that follow you could, you know, be spying for him. Okay, you never know. But let's see. Yeah, they want to come out of this ignoring each other phase. Okay, we have ignoring reversed as well. And rendezvous point. Okay, so they kind of want to, they hope that you will be able to like meet them halfway. Okay, when it comes to, that could be quite literally physically too. So I'm hearing that song too, Meet Me Halfway. I think it's by Black Eyed Peas. So they could want to, you know, catch up over food or something like that. Let's see. And then we have, yeah, they just hope that there's no drama, okay? I think this person would be the drama by being inconsistent if they do return, you know, because I see them, you know, wanting to communicate with you, but will you meet them halfway? You know, will you be willing to go there or meet them up somewhere to have a conversation? You know, it's got to be a two-way thing, two-person decision. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Yeah, they literally want to try to fix whatever has fallen apart, okay? And they hope that you're not as guarded as, you know, you might. I'm hearing as you should be. Okay? Because I'm hearing as you should be. Because we have boundaries reversed, so I feel like this person is hoping, you know, that through everything or whatever you guys have been through together, they hope that you do let your guard down, but they might understand, you know, if you do have your guard up, okay? But that's what I'm getting for that one. You said if he's inconsistent again, will that mean he's not serious? Let me see. I could do a quick yes or no for that. Let's see. Let's see. All right. So if Nader is inconsistent when he comes back around, does that mean he's not serious? Okay. Yes and no. Okay, I feel like because we got the Queen of Wands reversed, Seven of Pentacles reversed, so something may be kind of short term. Okay, because yeah, I do see him again being inconsistent, but he does want a new start with you. Okay, so it's kind of like a yes and no thing. He's serious about, you know, wanting to connect with you again, but when it comes to his behaviors and his patterns and things like that, I feel like you know, that may be a issue, or that might kind of stress you out with the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck here. Okay, so in his mind it's like, yeah, I want to do this, but then if he starts acting, you know how people think weird. Some men think, oh, I'm taking this serious, and then they're not, or their actions show different. Because I think he does want a fresh start with you, but he may have other things that he feels like is, you know, more quote unquote of a priority, okay, that he's dealing with outside of this connection. So let's see, and then you can let me know your second one, okay? I think they might be kind of an inconsistent person, which of course, you know, you don't have to deal with that if you don't want to. It's reminding me of those friends who say, I'm just a bad texter. I just, you know, I suck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I, you know, read your message and didn't reply for 3 months. How are you? You know, it's like, okay. Why would we pick up a conversation from back then? Now. You said some say he won't, or some say he is going to communicate again. Some say he won't. I see both. That might be why that's why it's coming out like that. If you do go to different people, I personally I go to one reader because I don't like to be confused, and I'm going to a reader for clarity, right? So if I find a reader myself, which I have, for 5 years, I'm sticking with that because I don't like confusion. That's why I try to help y'all as much as I can doing this too, is because I know how it feels to be confused. But if you go to multiple readers, be careful, okay? I'm not saying you can't, okay? But the confusion thing, especially if you really feel like you gotta watch what plays out, when you find a reader who, when you notice the stuff starting to play out over time, for whatever questions you may have, that's the person I feel like you should lean more toward, okay? Because I know some people just kind of go to anybody, when it comes to readings, and that's scary to me. Just like you if you go to the doctor, right, you don't just want to go to any doctor, you know what I'm saying? But just because someone has a title doesn't mean that they're a good one, you know what I'm saying? There's people like that of all fields, but that's what I'm saying. Just go with the one that you trust the most, that you feel like, resonates, things like that, okay? Because I know the one time or the couple times that I used to try to, because my pet peeve, and I don't know if anybody is on here that's listening, but when people send me other people's TikTok lives for readings, that's a huge pet peeve of mine because I already have my reader. I'm very like loyal to my, you know, whoever I'm working with. So don't send me any readers. I don't care. I support other readers 100%, but I don't you know, if if I already got mine, I'm good. I'm like, who is this? I don't know her. But yeah, and I gatekeep my reader, so you may know her, you may not, but I gatekeep her. And thank you. That's literally my goal. One of my goals here is to go in depth because I know how it is to pay for a reading and then, like what else? Tell me more. That's a huge a huge reading. That's a huge reason why I don't go to certain readers, other readers, because I feel like they don't say much. They say something very basic, but everybody's different, and everybody's allowed to do what they want to do. I'm not trying to talk down on anybody, but I'm sure everybody understands what I'm saying. All right, let's see. All right, so he said, what does Nader want from you exactly? His intentions. Okay, let's see. What does Nader, what are Nader's true intentions when it comes to Sully? Let's see. What are Nader's true intentions when it comes to Sully? Okay. Yeah, to fix the heartbreak, okay? Or whatever betrayal has happened between you guys, okay? They want to kind of man up with the King of Wands here. They want to show you that, they can take control and be who you might need them to be, okay? Look, Ten of Pentacles, okay? This person, they want to come out of whatever stagnation or stuck period you guys have dealt with each other, okay? So I know you said like what, no contact, no communication for a little bit, but I feel like they want to finally come out of that. I feel like they've been very in their head about this too as well, okay? About reaching out to you. Yeah, they could have been doubting themselves when it comes to how they should approach you, when they should approach you, okay? Let's see. All right, let's see. What are Nader's true intentions when it comes to Sully? Mm. Whoa, what song is that? I don't know why I'm hearing play that funky music, white boy. Okay, but I don't even. Is that song? Okay, let's see. But they literally want to flip whatever you guys have gone through for some into something positive. They want to like leave the negative things in the past. Try to work through those issues with you. Okay. Yeah, because they don't want to feel this tower anymore. This is like, I don't know if they could be experiencing kind of like bad karma. Okay, Wheel of Fortune tower reversed here. They could be experiencing bad karma for whatever has happened between you guys. Okay, and it's like part of them feels like if I don't go talk to Sully or if I don't try to work things out with Sully, things are not gonna get better. You know, it's kind of like a guilty conscience. Let's see. I feel like they're realizing that whenever they were around you, they could have been doing better, okay? Even maybe financially, or their life was just better in multiple ways. And so they feel like you're kind of like a good luck charm in a way. Okay, let's see. What are yeah, it's like they want to come clean about, they want to tell you the truth about any type of illusion that could have been put up in this situation previously, okay? So it's like one big truth that he wants to spill, okay? Let's see. All right, okay. With the Four of Cups reverse. They hope you accept them back though too, okay? So, you know, we have free will at the end of the day. So if you choose not to entertain the situation, that's of course your choice. That's okay too. But they do want to have this fresh start. They want to be on good terms, okay? Even if it's not necessarily long term, okay? Let's see. Yeah, they want to try to be more reciprocal. Yeah, because they don't want to lose you. They don't want to fully, you know, have you not a part of their life. So yeah, I see them. Yeah, confirmation. Okay, I see them wanting to come out of this break and show you that they can be the person that, you know, that song, "The Man I Need." I think it's like trending on TikTok or whatever. But I think she says, "Come be the man I need." So yeah, that's kind of the vibe. Let's see. I don't want to see. Um, you get 3 cards from here real quick. I just want to see. All right, so Nader's true intentions for Sully. Okay, and one more. Okay, so we have I took the easy way out. We are more alike than I admit, and I don't know what you want. Okay, so they hope that you're on the same page, basically, like I just said, and they, you know, they could be realizing that you guys kind of mirror each other, or that you guys act in similar ways. Okay, and this person, if they dipped out on you, or whichever way the connection ended, they feel like that was the easier way to go instead of like facing truths. Okay, I don't really use this deck over here. It's one of my first decks I got in like 2020. Well, there's 2 in here, but yeah. Do I still have a chance? Okay, so another confirmation. Let's see. All right, so what are Nader's true intentions when it comes to Sully? Yeah, they don't want to look stupid. They don't want to look like a clown. They kind of feel goofy for however something ended. And look, communicate. Okay, they definitely want to reach out. Okay, let's see. And like I said, so there's something here about their self care. Okay, I'm not saying you're the reason why they're not taking care of themselves, but they feel like whenever they were around you more, or you could have taken care more of this person, even if it's like emotionally, spiritually, you know, um you help them a lot in a lot of ways, okay? And since you've been gone, or since the separation has happened, it's like they're realizing, oh, my life kind of is not doing well like I thought it might, without Sully, okay? And women do add a lot to men's lives if he has a good woman, okay? And yeah, again with the communication, I'm seeing delivered, delivered. So I don't know if you have iPhone or whatever, or whatever platform it may be that they want to reach out on, something will go through. They might even, be willing to kind of kiss your ass to try to get back into your good graces, okay? But they are insecure about it. They are kind of like hesitant about ooh, excuse me. They are kind of hesitant when it comes to this whole reaching out again, okay? And then we have a living room. There could be something significant about the home, because I remember that coming out previously. Okay, we got the home card, but we have living room here. They wonder if you would let them back in. Yeah. And we have into you and caution. Okay, so they definitely are still into you, but they're being cautious. I don't know why I'm hearing TikTok songs today, but chronically cautious. Okay, that you might want to go listen to that song if you haven't already. But let's see. Yeah, financial center, burned out. It's like they literally see you as a good luck charm, you know? Like their life was better, they were doing better. And I feel like now that, you guys have been no contact for however long, they're realizing, oh, this has gone downhill. That's gone downhill. This is like I said, it's kind of like they're experiencing bad karma, or these towers, and so it's going to kind of like lead them back to you. Okay. They could also be struggling with addiction. Okay. That could be drinking, smoking, anything along those lines. Yeah, I'm hearing that I don't want to be a player no more. I'm not a player. I just crush a lot. Okay. We have player reverse. Okay. So, like I said, they want to kind of step up or show you that, they can be that guy. Okay. Let's get a couple more. Let's see. And then we have, yeah, something about their work is like going downhill, or their money hasn't been great. And they feel like you're a reason, or you're a factor into why they were doing better, Yeah. You showed them who they could be. Let's see. And they really do hope that you won't walk away from them. I'm not saying you have to, you know. You may kind of want to walk away from this person, to be honest. Especially if like they already showed you, you might not really believe that this person is changed, okay? Let's see. We have art exhibition. And y'all could have, look, and there's something about a delivery or delivered, like again with the communication, okay? Like they'll try to find a way to reach out, okay? Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, I feel like y'all might have relations, okay? Because that came out twice with the hooking up, okay? So y'all may do something, okay? But let's see, anything else? Yeah, look, communicate. They want to talk. They want to have talks and try to fix things, okay? Whoa, I'm dropping cards. But that's what I got, okay? Okay. I don't know what it is recently, the past couple days, but my cards have been literally flying across the room, okay? All right. But overall, positive intentions right now when it comes to Nader toward you. And then you can let me know your third one, okay? Oh my God, that is so crazy. I literally was about to say, hopefully for my birthday in 2 days, I get some new time oracle, or not time oracle, but timing decks. That's crazy. You literally, as I turned my head, you said that. Okay, but I have on my wish list, but I could try to get a season for you, okay, from the tarot, but I have it on my wish list, so hopefully I get it as a gift. Let's see though. Is that your third question? Because that's kind of like a short, unless you want that. It's up to you. Sully. Let's see. So time frame for Nader to reach out to. Okay, gotcha. Could be around the nighttime, okay, on a full moon. The 18th. The 18th could be significant, okay? And I want to say by March. So yeah, by March, okay? But I know that's a few months. That's a couple months. That's actually not that far when you think about it. Excuse me. But March. Could be March 18th. That's actually around St. Patrick's Day. That's Pisces season. And it could be around a full moon. So if you look up online when the next full moons are, that could be significant. Oh, he's got Justin Bieber's birthday. Period. The 1st of March. All right, but let me know. So yeah, he may want to reconcile for his birthday or around his birthday. Yeah, we did. That's why I've been sleeping a lot. I always sleep like I can't even get up during the leading up to the full moons. The moon's in Leo on my birthday, so I hope that is good for me. Let's see. We have what's going on in his love life. Let's see. All right, so for Nader, what is going on in Nader's love life currently? Let's see. What is going on in Nader's love life? Let's see. I don't know why I kind of want to get a song for you. Let me see. What's going on for Nader's love life? All over the place. Okay. Let's see. They could have Virgo in their chart. They don't have to. I don't really know that song. Hold on. 1 second. Sorry about that. I can't do extra noises. I just can't. Okay, but let's see. What is going on when it comes to Nader's love life currently? Yeah, he may not be getting, like, he may have to kind of jump through hoops to try to get, what he wants from women, okay, or whoever he's trying to date. Yeah, the song literally just said, at the gas station, waiting, plotting, and scheming. Ew, I hope he's not one of those gas station dudes, okay, who hit on women. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. Get rich or die trying. When it's you against the world, you're back against the wall, you're down on your luck. Tell me, who can you call? Oh Lord. Okay. He may feel like he doesn't really have options to actually be there for him. You know, things could be kind of temporary. But yeah, he said, "Tell me, who can you call when you're fucked up?" Okay, he could be drinking. Let's see. We got the sun. Yeah, so the things or the people that he might be dealing with, they could make him happy temporarily, but it's something that it's like he's gotta, I'm not saying he's paying for it, okay, but he could be kind of having to overextend himself to get what he wants from these people. You know, it's not like he could just say, "Oh, let me take you on a date," like, or, you know, da da da, whatever he's trying to say. He's got to pay. He's got to not just take him on a date. He's got to take him somewhere like super, super, super nice, or, you know, he's got to like do a lot to try to get what he wants from these people that he's dating. And I feel like it's not making him happy. It's like, yeah, Ace of Cups reversed. Okay, so if he's out here dating, it's not something that is going very well for him. He feels like he has to do a little bit too much. Let's see. Yeah, in the song Midnight Rain, I broke his heart because he was nice, okay? So even if he is being nice, he could still be getting his heart broken, okay? Yeah, we have the Hangman reverse and the look, Three of Cups reverse, okay? Overextending, overindulging, never really truly getting something actual out of these connections. Yeah, things are, a lot of these situations are very short or short terms. Let's see. Yeah, Ten of Swords. It's affecting, it might be kind of, you know, lowering his confidence for the time being, okay? I do feel like he does have, you know, suitors, okay? But it's kind of like he is not, it's like he's, I don't, like I said, I don't want to say pay for it, but he may have to kind of pay for it. Okay? He's got to do a lot to get what he wants. And even then, I feel like it's still not, you know, it's not really working for him, okay? He said it's funny because he works or networks with a lot of influencers. You feel like you couldn't compare because you're just a regular chick. Girl, I feel you. But you know, sometimes things are just business. And honestly, he should be, you know, appreciative if anybody is taking him serious without all the, you know, extra rah rah. Okay, because whatever he's his money, I feel like that comes out a lot for his when we pick up on his energy and stuff. Like his money's not doing great, or something's like a facade or for show, like, or it doesn't last long. Okay, there's nothing wrong with being regular, you know. And I'm sure you're gorgeous, okay, because all of my clients specifically are very gorgeous, okay. So just keep that in mind. um oh, and then the Ten of Pentacles reverse just flew on the ground. They could be kind of going broke or losing a lot of money when it comes to the way they try to date or have to date. Again, my cards are flying on the ground. Okay. Yeah, I don't think they're genuine at all. Because if they're just, you know, mostly after his money, then, like, yeah, I always tell you guys you should, yes, of course, date someone who has stability and money. Okay. I'm never going to encourage y'all to date a broke bum hoe. Okay. But at the same time, there's got to be chemistry and connection there, of course. You know, even I'm not staying with somebody who just pays the bills and then there's no emotional connection. Are you kidding? That sounds like a drag. I like to have fun, you know? So it's that type of thing. You got to have both, okay? Unless you just don't care, you know? And I feel like the people that he deals with or the women that, you know, he tries to get with, they don't really care about his heart. It's like he has to do like it's giving it's giving escort, because if he has to pay for or, you know, overextend himself, you know, to impress these women just to get them on a date. Like, that's crazy. Okay, let's see. And they could be younger, okay? They could be younger women or whoever he dates, okay? These younger, if they are younger, we have the Page of Cups here as well. So they could be younger women, and they could be kind of impressed by his, whatever he's showing them, even if it's not really a lot in grown up terms, if that makes sense. You know how, like, when you're younger, sometimes you think that, oh my God, Johnny is a line cook at Applebee's. He makes so much money. And it's like, no, he makes $12 an hour. He's all right. Okay, so it's kind of, younger people are more impressionable and they kind of don't get the grown up side of life, if that makes sense. That's why a lot of dudes go for younger girls, because they are more gullible. you know that's how it is, because they don't know yet. It's weird. But let's see, let's get some oracle. All right, let's see, how is Nader's love life going currently? What's going on in Nader's love life? We got mystery. It's reversed here. Okay. Look, lone wolf. Okay. Feeling alone. And with mystery reversed here, it's kind of like whoever they deal with or whoever they're trying to date. This is somebody, or these are people that they don't leave. They don't even let him wonder what they want or what they're, waiting for. It's like, give me the money. Give me this. Take me on a date here. Or, you got to do this if you want to even be around me. You know what I'm saying? It's like something like that. Okay. And then we have carless reversed. Okay. So there could be something going on with this person's car or cars. I don't know if they like to rent cars or something like that. They could have to pay for cars. Not pay for cars, but like, rent. Let's see. Yeah, frigid realm. Opportunity reverse. Secure reverse. The blues. Okay. Oh my gosh. Scared, heavy emotions, mental distress, legal issues. What's that about? Looking you up reverse. He may get blocked. Or these women they don't entertain him much. Oh my God. Look. Fear of touch. I told you. It's literally like they don't really fuck with him. They want what he has. And they like kind of discard him or block him, unfriend him when they get whatever. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, third party reverse. So I feel like this is, even if there are other women that like he deals with, if he tries to deal with multiple women, it's like they come and go, like in and out very, very quickly. But I feel like it's the women leaving him. And we have investing, okay? So he has to like literally invest in these people to even live like this, okay? Or to have some sort of play. Yeah, love triangle, okay? Yeah, staying stuck reverse. These people don't really want to be there around him. Look, luxury boutique, what can you do for me? Okay. Receipts reverse. Ooh, heartbreak place. What's going on for Nader's love life? Let's see. Yeah, look, party. It's reversed though. Okay, so these people could be, party people, gathering, public, social gathering, celebration, event. Okay, so like, yeah, it's like they use him for events or for whatever he can do for them at certain events. Okay, and then they're gone. So it sounds like they're being used. Okay, and that stresses them out. But I mean, you can't really feel bad for people like that, because if you're a man spending whatever amount on, women just to have a woman or whatever, that's your choice. That's not you know nobody's forcing you to be like, oh, you need to go out there and pay for, you know, Sarah, Jenny, and Tabitha. Okay, like no one's making him do this. This is something that he does so that he can try to be fulfilled, but it's still not working, you know. And that's embarrassing for him. He said his lifestyle is flashy and company does have a lot of his company does have a lot of parties and stuff. Yeah, that would definitely make sense. He's from a big city, so most people there are bougie. Yep, I could see that. I could definitely see that. Let's see. Look, lust, not love. These people don't like him like that. It's very lustful, lust based, okay? And look, time is running out. Or when he tries to meet people, it's not like they're staying around. Yeah. It's like they only need him for one thing or one job or one, you know, whatever he offers, whatever he can provide. That's what people are like, okay, let's call up Nader. Let's see if he can, you know, da 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 da. And I feel like these people do lie to him. We have untrue stories. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, look, every time, oh my God, every time he tries to get close to somebody, we have Fuego and Thief. Okay. It's like they get stole from or they feel used emotionally, financially, physically, you know. It's like, mm-mm. What's this one? Yeah, they get used to for people to go to the top or to get into places. Excuse me. Let's see. Yeah, because they might seem successful. Okay, so people could even go as far to like try to pretend to like him to be a part of his, you know, world for the time being. Yeah, because they see him as like some sort of like head honcho or whatever. But then they leave. Let's see. Yeah, arena reverse could have something to do with concerts or stage presence. This is like beautiful women only dealing with him. Oh my God, I can't pick that up. Only dealing with him for some sort of stage presence and then they dip. Or if they can't get what they want out of him, they leave. It's not like they're there to care, you know? But that's what I got. So it's like, I don't know if he cares to be used like this, but I mean, he keeps doing it. So he must find some, you know, value out of it, but he's being used. You said, yes, lots of concerts and artists too. Okay, okay. Period. But yeah, I feel like these women they don't really give a damn unless it's about, you know, what they can get from him. And if not, they're on to the next. But, you know, I feel like a lot of men with money tend to do stuff like that. That's why they love like strip clubs and whatnot, dancers, you know, all that shit. That's why they pay for someone to act like they care for the moment. Then they go home alone and drink, probably whiskey, and cry. That's what I assume. But yeah, you said you guess that's why Party was worried because he did. I mean that beautiful women that use him, you should feel better a little bit. These women don't want him. Don't doubt yourself over, you know, who somebody might be. Because men, a lot of men, they like whatever they like. Okay? It doesn't really have anything much to do with looks because men are visual creatures, right? But at the same time, men will get with whatever they want to get with. It doesn't matter how, you know, you look, to be honest. If they like you for the time being, you know, they'll like you for the time being. You got to remember, men are very primal, or at least straight men are very primal when it comes to dating. Yeah, you can. I got you. The list is still open. That's why I tell women also, like, when you realize, you know how some girls are like, oh, we can't both be his type. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Okay. Two women can be one man's same type. It's not foreign. It's not, oh my God, how could he? He did it. So clearly he liked whatever he, even if it's not necessarily about looks, maybe she's funny. Maybe she's, you know, maybe she spends money on him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you should do that. No, 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 no. But it's like men will be men, unfortunately. So comparing yourself, it's pointless. But I get it. I get it. Personality goes further, anyways, when it comes to connections. All right, I think I just got yours. So let me know your question, okay? Thank you. I think a lot of men just want a friend who they can sleep with and have fun with, which is friends with benefits, basically. But a lot of them act like they want relationships, and then they get scared when the title comes up. You know what I'm saying? So it really just depends. That's why you should never trust the boy or the girl best friend bullshit if they ever throw that out there. That's just my homegirl. Unless she's gay. You got to be careful. Because they will still be with, you know, I've seen men be with literal studs. You know what I'm saying? So men like what they like. And sometimes there's no explanation for why they behave the way they do. Okay. All right, let's see. So you said you've never done anything physical yet, not even kiss. Okay, okay. But you have feelings for him. How would our physical chemistry be? Let's see. Exactly. I've seen too much. And I grew up primarily around men. I've seen way too many. I know all the tips and tricks of men. So that's why even when I try to date, men be like, how do you, I can't lie to you. What do you mean? Okay. Like, you know who I grew up around? I've always been, I've always had a guy group of friends. I grew up a tomboy. But let's see. All right. So how would Nader's and Sully's physical chemistry be? Let's see. Let's see. How would Nader's and Sully's physical chemistry be? He might be kind of insecure, okay? But he would like how you look naked, okay? Let's see. I feel like he would he would try to you know, give more to you, okay, in that aspect, but he may not be someone who is really, I don't see something lasting too long, okay? Like if this is actual intimacy, something may kind of end uh prematurely or quickly, okay? Um and part of them I feel like feels insecure, or they're gonna have some sort of like confidence issue, okay? But they would like how you look, okay? Let's see. They would also feel like if you guys were to be intimate, it would be a win, okay? Something would definitely be a win, or something very positive that they, you know. got to experience. Okay, let's see. It would, yeah, it would make them feel more like a man. Okay, let's see. Something also may be very passionate but quick. Okay, so that could also be like the timing of what y'all, got going on. Okay, there could be a issue with timing or the how long this person, can last or whatever. So that might be something that's irritating. But let's see. Yeah, damn, something's very short-lived. I don't want to. I don't know if you've seen it, okay, but it sounds like a 1 minute man. I don't know if you've seen it, but something could be short. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I don't. Sun card reverse. I don't see you being very. It's like the thoughts, the intimacy, the chemistry is there, but when it comes down to it, they may be someone who doesn't really get you there. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't really be satisfied because that, yeah, you would feel like left out in the cold. Okay, we have the 5 of Pentacles. You would feel like, is that it? Damn. Can you go again? Like, okay, let's see. Whoa, this just flew at me. And we have the yeah, I see you feeling kind of like really? Like, are you serious? Okay. Girl, these days I not always, but if I'm like that with somebody, I need to see it to believe it. Cuz you're not about to people, they lie. Dudes lie about their size. Oh, I'm 8 inches, and then you get there and it's 3. That's why I always ask for pictures now. I don't give a damn, because you're not about to. You always should ask, and then even whatever they tell you, subtract a few inches because they still lie, you know. And that goes same thing with height with men. If they say they're 6'1", they're probably like 5'8". You got to subtract a few inches, even with their age. You got to be. If they say they're 28, they're 25 mentally. Okay, just so you could prepare yourself a little bit. Okay, let's see. How would the chemistry be between Nader and Sully? Okay. You would feel like you're putting in more work than this person. You would get tired. And I feel like eventually with the 9 of Wands reversed here, you would feel like, why am I putting in all this energy? And you just get to what? Lay back or, whatever they're doing, it's like it's not enough. I feel like they might be kind of lazy in bed. Let's see. Yeah, it's not a team effort. 3 of Pentacles reverse, okay? It would be, yeah, like kind of devastating. Like, damn. You ever sleep with somebody and you're like, what? Excuse me? I came over here for this. Okay? Like, I feel like you're going to feel like, yeah, do I even like you anymore? Something may change, okay, when it comes to your feelings. I saw the King of Cups, yeah, right here, reversed. Okay? But let's see. Let's see. How would the physical chemistry be between Nader and Sully if they were to be intimate? Also, shameless plug: if you become a member for $4.99 a month, you get to access to all the next 20, not next 20, 21 plus encounters, readings that I do. I got a bunch on there for the members, and then you get a free reading a month. All right, but let's see. How would it be? Look, literally says edge play, but it's reverse. You would feel like you're not, like, why did this, what just happened? You would feel like, why did I come over here? You got me all worked up for nothing. That's not good. Oh, I don't know. I hope YouTube can't see these cards. Okay, but yeah. They could like your ass though, okay? I know, I'm sorry. That does sound disappointing, but that's what's coming out. And then we have Shy Guy, Lord, and Hot Ice. So yeah, like if something starts passionate, when you actually get into it, you would be like, okay. It's kind of giving awkward moment, okay? And you know what? Right here we have cherry, and you know how they say like pop the cherry, pop someone's cherry. It says likes you to pretend to be an inexperienced virgin. Ooh, okay. But it's giving innocence, but inexperienced innocence. Like, have you have you had sex before? Not you, but like you might be wondering, like, damn, is that how you are with other people? Because I feel bad for them too. I don't see you being very happy with how things kind of turn out. Okay, and then we have, yeah, erotic reverse. Like you would be turned off. Oh Lord, let's see. All right, so for Sully, how would Sully be? No, no, no. How would Sully and no? Give me a second. I was about to say Nully. How would Nader and Sully's chemistry be if they were to be physically intimate? The kissing would be nice, okay? The kissing would be nice. They might like to kiss a lot, okay? And I think something is more of a fantasy. We have fantasies here as well, okay? So the thought of this person might be more exciting than the actual physical. Like if you were to actually do it with this person, the thought of it would be more entertaining. Like something is better as a imagination thing. Okay, let's see. And they really like ass. Rear entry, back door, damn. Okay, they really like ass. Let's see. Or your ass. Yeah, laid back. I told you there's something about there's something about this person not really wanting to put in much work. And then we have, yeah, already that one already came out. Erotic reverse. Pearls reverse. They might like if you wear jewelry, okay? They could be fond of bracelets, necklaces, things like that, okay? And then we have cockfight reversed. This, I'm telling you, whatever, this person kind of sounds like I don't want to call them a loser, but they kind of sound like a person who, there's a reason why women don't care to dip on them. Like, they might think they're big shit or whatever, but there's a reason why women don't fight over them. Because we have, this is also in that other deck. I don't know if you saw it, but it's the same image actually as the love triangle card. It's reversed here. So people don't bother to be in a love triangle with them. It's not like they're trying to stick around, trying to compete because, oh my God, it's so good. No, it's like, eh, eh, eh. Okay, let's see. And then we have nude pictures reversed. Okay, so I know you said you haven't seen it or whatever, but if this person asks you to send them anything, I wouldn't. I don't even think that's worth it. And I don't know what that word is, but we have has a spiritual view of sex and likes trying new positions to keep it fresh. It's reversed. Boring. Boring. This person is boring. Or the encounters between you guys would be kind of boring, unsatisfying, and you would be putting in all the work. I think they're more of a like admirer person. Like they admire your body. Like I said, they really like how you would look naked, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, thanks for admiring me, but are we gonna do anything? Like you would feel like, what is he doing? Look, and role play is also at the bottom of the deck here too. Okay, so it's like you would have to like really spice things up to get things going. Okay, that's what I got. That is depressing. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna lie about what comes out. So it does sound like he is a selfish lover, Those be the, the cockiest dudes, the ones who are trash in bed or their thing is tiny. They have the nerve to treat women like shit when it's no. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And then, they got to get a big truck to compensate for how they feel about their small thing. So I don't know why that's always true. It never fails. A lot of men with big ass trucks have small dicks. All right, but that's what I got for you, okay? I did just do a 21 plus reading for your next sexual encounter on my the members. I did it like last week. Excuse me. But you are very welcome. Thank you for being here. If you're heading out, thank you, thank you. And also, on my birthday on December 8th, I think I'm gonna do a $12 BOGO. So I'll have the sign up. I think, yeah, it should be $12 BOGO. So if you join when I go live on the 8th, I want to try to do that for my birthday. But the $12 only. Otherwise, it's going to be the $8 mini, 3 for $25 still. Okay? But thank you. I'll make a new live for that, though. All right, you guys, the list is open, okay? Oh, let me write down your timestamp for that, or the 4. Okay. Excuse me. All right, if you're new here, make sure to read the pinned comment. That's where all the personal reading information is if you would like a live personal reading right now. Okay, the list is open for another hour or so. All right, and then I'm gonna get off here. I like how that just happened again. But yeah, about another hour or so. You said what I was saying at the same time. But yeah, I'll be here till like, my time is 5:18 right now, so about like 6:30. Okay. The lists are usually open for about 3 hours. No, you're good, you're good. But yes, we're almost at the 2 hour mark, so. All right, I'm gonna charge this up. But I'm still here if you guys have questions, okay? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, you can. I got you. Welcome back. I'm just typing something up real quick. But yeah, you're good. I'm sending an email to my email list. But yes, you are all good. Alright, I just got yours. Let me just copy and put this in my notes so I don't lose it. Let's see. And my text. There we go. Alright. Girl, don't be sorry. That's what I'm here for. Plus, there's no list, so. And there's no line. So you're all good. The 3-hour mark is mainly only so if there is a list that we don't get too out of hand with the timing, you know. But I don't mind spending extra time with you guys if there's no line. So don't feel bad about that. Alright, let's see. And I get private readings too sometimes, so people send for, you know, up to like $75 worth of questions sometimes, so if you pay me to do it, I'll do it. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? Alright, let's see. Sully. And then we have 132, 133, okay. And then I'll, of course, timestamp afterward. Let's see. Alright, let me know your question. Let me plug this in real quick. Okay. I don't know if you were on my TikTok previously before my old page got banned, but my TikTok was way, way busier, but we're on YouTube now, so. But I don't mind. All right, let's see. So you said you want to ask about your ex, Philip. What's the truth about his relationship? He got engaged very shortly after you split. And are they happy? Are they as happy as they look outside? Let's see. That's funny. I was channeling someone's name starting with the letter P, literally before I started this live, or for the Gemini portion. So I don't know if they have Gemini in their chart or not, but let's see. You said you made peace with the situation, but people around treat you like you won. Oh, that's annoying. I'm sorry. Yeah, the person who always, you know, usually jumps into a situation, that situation either isn't genuine or, you know, a lot of times they're doing it to cope, you know. So, but let's see. Oh, Scorpio and Pisces. Okay, okay. That's a very common match. It's toxic, but I see that Pisces and Scorpio match a lot. I think Pisces and Scorpio people or couples have like a soul tie type of dynamic, you know. They go in and out of a connection a lot, but let's see. All right, so well, Philip. Okay, let's see. Yeah, they do. I definitely see that one a lot. It definitely can be, but I feel like it's kind of toxic, but let's see. Okay, so for Sully, how is Philip's relationship truly. How is that? How is Philip's current relationship going? Let's see. Whoa. Well, I don't know why my cards are like doing that today. Damn. Okay, but we have the Three of Wands. Okay, let's see. The Lovers. Okay. The Magician. King of Cups reverse. Okay, let's see. How is Philip's current relationship going with the... Wait, are they gay? Or is it it's two men? Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I read that wrong. You said he's a Scorpio. I thought you meant like two men for a second. I was like, wait, hold on. Okay. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay, so his fiance's a Pisces. Gotcha. Okay. So how is Philip's relationship going with the Pisces? Let's see. I do feel like there is, genuine love here, okay? They could be a couple who is, kind of judged, or people tend to judge this connection, okay? Or they might get like kind of bad advice from the people around them. So they might be kind of two people who kind of, hide away together. I'm not saying they're hiding, from society or whatever necessarily, but it's kind of like, when a bunch of people are trying to tell you how to live, or how to, who to love, or what you should do in your relationship. This is like two people who are, they're like, okay, well, this is what we got going on. So we're going to go over here. If you don't support us, don't come around, or we're not coming around. Okay, it's that type of thing. Okay, because there could be people who don't really support this connection for some reason. So I feel like they kind of stay, yeah, they could have a kind of estranged, is that the word, relationship. Okay, something is not typically traditional, excuse me, about their connection. Okay, we have the Hierophant reverse. So whatever their families or the people around them's personal beliefs, or it could be about values too. Okay, something about the Pisces and the Scorpio's relationship here with Philip is not traditional. So let me see what that could mean. Let's see. Yeah, okay. This could be, I don't know if they have kids yet or if somebody's pregnant, okay, but this could also be like, picture somebody being pregnant before marriage, like if somebody's having a baby before marriage, or if somebody already has kids, like people around them could be saying, or judging them for doing things the way that they want to do them, if that makes sense. So let's see. I do feel like the connection, what they have going is, it's what works for them. Okay. Let's see. What's the Nine of Swords here? Yeah, I feel like people are worried about whatever they got going on, but they're not worried about what people or what they got going on. Yeah. And then we have the Ten of Cups reverse and the Nine of Cups reverse, Ten of Swords reverse. These, oh, damn. Why are all my cards falling like that? It's like the third card I've had to pick up. But that's the Ace of Swords reversed. Okay, so they could have cut communication with a lot of people who are you know, judging them, or people who don't support them. They're like, all right, bye. Okay, they feel like whatever they're doing is what they want to do, even if it's, kind of rocky. Okay, you said so they had a kid in a previous relationships prior. Okay, so yeah, that could be what that's about too, because I'm seeing pregnancy, baby mama energy, baby mother, but it's like people's views about their situation is not really, it doesn't bother them. So they've had to like move on pretty quickly from naysayers. Okay, but let's see. So how is Philip's relationship going with the Scorpio? Yeah, there's something about, it's like the people that they know, or it could be family too, they feel like they're not doing something right. Justice reverse. They might have very like religious people around them, or family members, okay, um, that don't agree. I disagree. Like there's people there who they always got something to say. Okay, let's see though. Whoa. All right, let's see. So for Sully, all right, so how is Philip's current relationship going with the, I think you said Pisces. How is Philip's relationship truly going with the Pisces? Yeah, look, justice. Okay, something also could, there's something, I don't even know fully what that word means, but I'm hearing indoctrined. Is that a word or is that the word? Indoc Indoctrined? Whenever I channel certain things, it usually resonates, okay? But we have lawyers, so something could have been like a court wedding, or they might want to get married if they're, I think you said they're engaged, right? But they might want to get married like at the actual like courthouse, because of all the negative opinions that people have about them and their connection, okay? Let's see. So they might want to do something more, yeah, privately. They don't want something out in the open. Journalist reverse. Okay. Let's see. And look, the soulmate card, it came out reversed, okay? But let's see. So they're very unbothered about what everybody else thinks, so it doesn't really matter like what other people are saying. They're gonna do what they want to do. And then we have reflecting, okay? I don't know why I'm saying like a couple have like check-ins with each other, okay? So they could have a very healthy way of doing things in their connection so that it does work for them, okay? Because I'm seeing like two people be like, hey babe, how are you? Or like, how was your week or how was your day? It's like, how people have sometimes like weekly check-ins so that their relationship can stay on track or whatever. I was seeing two people do that, okay? Let's see. I feel like they've had to let go of a lot of things or people in order to like stay together or have a steady connection. Let's see. How is Philip's relationship going with the Pisces? Yeah, it's like they've had to move. They could have moved, okay? Or had to move or felt like they had to move, or they might be thinking about moving out or away during the winter, which is like technically right now, or it could be next winter. We have next winter here as well, okay? But it's like they get a lot of yeah, look. knocked up, okay? Pregnancy. Somebody could be pregnant now. Let's see. Yeah, girl fight. But it's reversed. So it's like even if people want to say something, they ignore it. They don't care. They're like, this is what we got. It's giving, you can't tell me shit about my lover. Only I can talk shit about my lover. That type of thing. Okay. Let's see. And we have penny pinching. So they could be having, financial issues. Healing reverse and silence. Clarify healing reverse. Putting in the work. Yeah, see, it's like they will try to work for it or this connection to work. I think they keep more of their issues private. Not, I feel like it's also because they kind of have to, because people are like, whenever, how they say like, don't, unless you're being abused, obviously, you shouldn't tell like your whole family and all your friends like all your relationship issues unless you're being hurt, you know mentally or physically. That's different. But this is a situation where they're realizing or have realized you like they can't say anything to the people around them because they will interfere or try to stop, this situation from happening. They'll try to, point them in a different direction than what this couple wants to go in. You know what I'm saying? Let me see, because I wonder if, yeah, I was about to ask. And we have settling reverse. So it's like these people around them could feel like they are settling for this type of connection or this person, they don't agree. So well, I mean, if two people love each other, that's what it is, okay? You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't, and I tell people that all the time. If your family can sway you from not loving me, I don't want it. What the fuck, If anybody or your friends, your homies, your homegirls, whoever, if they can sway you from not dealing with me as a lover, I don't want you. You know what I'm saying? So this is reminding me of like a connection of, you can't tell me nothing. You can't tell this couple nothing. Philip and whoever this Pisces is. Okay? Yeah, and look, oh, soulmate. Soulmate just pick it up. Soulmate, okay? Yeah, they don't want to separate. We have single reverse. They don't want to separate. But people could be trying to, like, always tell them, no, you should, let go of da da da. You should go your own way. You should break up. And then we have independent reverse, going your own way reverse. So it's like they're gonna stick together. It's a bond. It's a very tight bond that they have. Even through the ups and downs. I'm not saying anything. Yeah, look, grow up, patience, and friends reverse. I feel like they've had to cut off literal friends or, family too, because people do not agree with this connection and the way it's going, but they want to be in it. So, yeah, detox, cleanse, purification, getting rid of negativity. Let's see. It's giving ignore the haters, okay? Ignore the fake, ignore the funny shit. And we have recording reverse and mystery. What's recording reverse here? Look, talking shit. They could have caught people talking shit online or through some sort of like message on the phone, but they're ignoring it. They're very much blind to the bullshit, okay? When it comes to this connection. And remember what I said about the check-ins? Okay, we have effective communication. Like the communication is good enough so that it works for them, even if it doesn't make sense to the outside people, it works for them. And then we have giving money reverse. I don't know if one of these people has money or not, or is well off or something like that, but if they were providing for anybody outside of this connection, they're not doing that anymore. It's like, no, auntie, I'm not helping you out. You don't support my relationship. Why would I support you? It's a lot of endings that I feel like they've had to go through. Okay. But that is what I got. So even if their connection ends up kind of back and forth or whatever, they're going to work through it. Okay. But that is what I got for you. I hope people get away from my door. You are welcome. I don't know if I have like OCD or something, because the way things like noises piss me off. I can't. Oh, that's why I want to live out west in a bunch of nothing. I would love that. As long as I got some internet, food, a house, I'll be happy. That's how I know I really like somebody, is like if I choose you, to be around me consistently, that's how I know I really fuck with somebody, friend or not. I'm also, it's that time of the month, so I think everything's just kind of like amplified, if that makes sense. But yeah. But we got about 555. That number I've been seeing more recently. We got about 20 more minutes and then I'm gonna get off here. Okay. I may or may not come back on later, but about 20 more minutes for this live because we're at the 2-hour mark. And then what day is it? Monday. Monday will be a BOGO, $12 BOGO. I posted it in the community tab. So if you guys go look over there, information for that is there, and I'm going to send an email real quick to everybody else so I can update them on what's going on. But thank you, Sully. I gotta find the thumbnail. I gotta print out new signs for my desk. Let's see, where is it? Oh, I do. I did make a sign. Taking a break. Doesn't that look a lot better than the written out one? I gotta print those out. Let me save that again. Oops. Okay. You said he was really toxic and abusive towards you. You felt really used, even though you made peace with it. You hate how people judge you for being single while he's married. Unfortunately, that's how it is a lot. I don't. You know what though? If he was abusive and he jumped into that situation with that girl, because you remember how I was saying like he that their connection, they don't really talk about the bad times. Okay, I hope he doesn't have her brainwashed or something, but it could be the case. Because, in the reading, it literally came out like a bunch of people were telling them, you shouldn't be in this situation. So maybe if they don't talk, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So even if something looks good on the outside, it doesn't always have to be. You know what I'm saying? A lot of couples are like that, especially if they post a lot online of what they're, what they do, what they look like. But I understand. You just got to remember that, if they did it to you, they can do it to somebody else, and they probably will. Abusers don't change. They just, act different for the time being. It just takes a matter of time. It takes the right trigger for them to be set off, and then they'll do it to the next person. That's how they are. So even if it looks like they're, happy, whatever, people like that don't typically change. It's only a matter of time before they snap again, or show their true colors. And the fact that they want to kind of move away from everybody, because everybody's telling them they shouldn't be dealing with each other, that actually doesn't sound that romantic. Okay? Like, nah, no, you weren't the test dummy. I'm sure they've done it to other people, even if you don't know about it. People like that, it's not usually their first rodeo doing that type of stuff. And I mean, sometimes, people are just not compatible. That is true, but abusers abuse everybody. Mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. There's all types of abuse. So, and I did just do a collective reading a few days ago about, or no, it was in the Aries to Pisces, how they feel about you reading. The most recent one I just did. In the beginning of my channel messages, I said, know when somebody hates you. Remember when somebody is, disrespecting you, and don't downplay it. I was literally talking about that in my channel messages for that video. Because I was picking up on somebody who, is trying to say, like, oh, it's all good. It's fine. I can handle it. Like, no, we're good. It's bad. Like, and it's not. It's not. I feel like that's how a lot of situations start. You know, I don't want to call them silly, goofy people, but some women tend to be like, oh, you're just a hater when they're being abused. And you're like, girl, I'm looking out for you. The fuck? But okay, I'm a hater for sure. You got me. I just didn't want you to get beat up anymore, but I'm a hater. So sometimes you gotta let people do what they want to do. Uh, as especially as adults, you can't really control anybody and what they choose to be a part of, because after a while, it is a complete choice. Not saying it should be allowed, but if you choose to stay in a situation like that after a while, knowing what is going on or what they're capable of, then of course that's a choice that is made. So you say he would love bomb you and give you the illusion. He's probably doing that to her, especially if he just jumped into a situation like that. They probably trying to trap her and isolate her. That's what they do. Trust me, I get it. I've been through a lot myself. I completely understand what you're talking about. It took me 5 years to heal from my abusive ex, and I vowed to myself never, ever, ever, ever to allow myself to be mistreated by a man like that ever again. You know, I will never date somebody like that again. I will never. No, you're good. I chat with y'all. I don't care. I'm talking too. It's okay. Like I told you, well, I don't know if I told you, but I've mentioned in my lives before, I think a lot of my collective, we all relate, you know, on certain things. So you are all good. But see how things play out. At least you're free. That's the biggest blessing, is that you're free from that situation now. You should rather be the one that got away than the one who got trapped. It's You'd rather be the one that got to leave. Always. Escaping all isn't always a bad thing. Yeah, it sounds that could definitely be a tactic. Trust me, I get it. And people like that typically are not genuinely happy. They just found you know, their next person to fool a lot of the time. That's how it seems. 6 months is still soon. That's very quick. Like, I understand if when you know, but like an abuser doing that, like, she should be careful. She should be careful. And I'm sure there's been things and signs and red flags that she's probably ignoring, you know, because even in the spread, I was getting like, they don't talk about the bad things, which can be a very big red flag. Because if your lover tells you, oh, you're not allowed to tell family about this, or you're not allowed to post about this when I hurt you, like, no, I'm going to tell everybody. Yeah, no, you can't keep me quiet. You know, I've been quiet all my life. I've been silenced a lot, and people still try to silence me. It's crazy, but I won't shut up. If you're disrespecting me, why don't disrespect people if you're afraid of them talking about it. You know, it's that simple. If you don't want to be talked about or be exposed, then don't do bad things. That's how I see it. I see it very simple. Otherwise, be a good person and you won't have anything to worry about. That goes for anybody. But don't feel too bad because a lot of time it's bullshit. And sometimes people like the crazy stuff, you know, because even this Philip person and the Pisces dynamic, it does seem like, you know, they do want to both put in the work when it comes to the situation, no matter what. But at the same time, it's kind of like, you know, it doesn't always mean that it's supposed to be what's happening, you know. It doesn't mean that it's good for them, okay? Yeah, if you want to send for one, you can. Just let me know. I gotta plug in my laptop. Excuse me, real quick, but I can still see the comments on here. Yeah, if you want to send for another one, you can. Let me just plug this up real quick. You will, you will. And eventually, when you're at the point where, you know, you don't really care about having somebody like that anymore, it's a lot more freeing. You know, I still want somebody who is for me, right? But at the same time, I'm like, you know, I'll be okay if it's not. You know what I'm saying? But you will. Don't rush it though, because rushing, that's how things crash and burn, you know? If you jump too quick into things. But no, I would feel irritated if people were doing that to me too. Like, but a lot of times, you know, abusers are charming. So people don't typically see what they're like in a relationship. That's why, you know, even the abuser's mom is like, oh, my son would never. He would never. I don't think he would do that. I think you're, you know, you might need, you know, to go to therapy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even the abuser's mom doesn't know how her son is in an actual relationship because she, hope not, is not dating him. So she doesn't know how her son would be in a relationship. She knows her son to be her son, not a boyfriend, you know. So that's another thing too. All right, let's see. Philip, right? All right, so you said what's Philip's honest thoughts and um feelings toward Sully currently? Let's see. Oh, they are religious. See, I was getting that earlier, like something about their values and things like that. All right, let's see. But yeah, that's how they fool people. I usually can see through people's fake ass charm. That's why I always get looked at as the bad guy when I peep that shit. And then people months later, they're like, oh my God, you were right. Like, yeah, bitch, I'm not intuitive for no reason. I'm good at psychology and, you know, reading people without cards too, you know? So people always circle the block, tell me I'm right. It's just a matter of time. That's why I don't mind people, you know, acting like, oh my God, you're this, you're crazy. I'm right though. So let's see. So how does Philip currently feel toward Sully currently? Let's see. What are Philip's true feelings toward Sully? Okay. Let's see. Okay. This Philip's feelings or thoughts toward you, he wonders if you are, there's something about like your money here or your stability, okay? They wonder about your stability, but at the same time, they feel like you might be kind of closed off to connections, okay, for some reason. Or they wonder if you're like connecting to certain people that you guys used to know together or that you used to hang out with, okay? So I don't know if they met your friends or whatever or not, but for some reason they feel like you are closed off. You know, you could have gone through a tower moment, um, you know, that made you kind of isolate in some type of way or just be more to yourself. Nine of Cups, Three of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so even if it was like just a couple people, like it could have been two friends, two family members, you know, something about this person's thoughts they feel like you don't really connect with. I don't know why I'm hearing the outside world anymore. Okay, or you keep it to a very like a minimum when it comes to the people you interact with. Let's see. You said he's nosy about your money because you have a salon. Oh, okay, okay. And he went and helped her. Oh, oh, that girl, that was in spite of you. That had to be. That had to be. Don't trust nothing about their, you know, whatever they post online. That's crazy. That was definite. That had to have been very. That had to have been. Didn't you say he's a Scorpio? Oh yeah, yeah. That's a Scorpio thing. Let me go spite you. That's what they do. Okay. Like, yeah. That definitely had to have been out of spite, no doubt. But let's see. But yeah, they wonder if you're doing well, okay? If you're taking any risks that you said you were going to in the past, okay? Let's see. Yeah, they feel like you're to yourself. You kind of may have taken a break from I'm hearing society, okay? Let's see. How does Philip feel toward let's see. Sully. This person's weird because it's like they could feel like you're stable, okay, or you're doing better than you were, but then also they they feel like you're not, or they think that you might not be as stable as you're portraying yourself to be now, okay? There's something about they're wondering about, is this for show or is she really doing well? I feel like you're doing better, okay? From whatever you were doing before or however you were doing before, we have the Hierophant at the end of the spread here. So I feel like you are doing better, but for some reason they feel like it's like they're doubting you at the same time, which is rude. Okay, but let's see. All right, so for Sully, you said he didn't support your career but took your, that's definitely very spiteful. And you know what? I don't know if you know if his current person was even into uh hair stuff, hair cosmetology, right? Or do you know if she was into that stuff before he started dating her? Or was he just like, I think you should start a salon? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Because that seems very, very spiteful. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, that's very suspicious. Okay. It is very suspicious. And that's, I was literally thinking about that earlier. That reminds me of like when a man tells you, oh, I think you should curl your hair and dye it black. And you're a blonde with straight hair. You know, it's because he's trying to secretly mold you into his last woman or whoever he really wants to be with. So take that into consideration. Let's see. Let's see. I already know the T reverse. So he could be assuming things about you that maybe aren't true. Look, what did I just say? Copycat? It's like he wants to put whatever you did or do. That's how you know a man is not over his past. When he tries to make the next woman into something similar, you know, to what his past was, like the new girl into the old girl, you know? But let's see. Fear of loneliness. They may not be as happy as they portray to be, okay? But let's see. Or they feel like you're not as happy as you portray to be. Career transition, reverse. They wonder if you change careers. They're really focused on your stability. Homeless reverse. Like in your home, your career. What the heck? Nightclub. If they see what you post, like they think about you, girl. We have unfinished business too. They still think about you. Even if it's not in the most positive way, they still think about you. Yeah, look, confirmation, memories, revisiting the past, regression, missing someone. It's not over. Patterns, back and forth, baggage, threatening, intimidating, bothered, stress. So they do feel like you're less stressed than you were before, okay? But look, oh, look, unfinished business and unfinished business came out twice. When I tell you, men do that. They do that thing where, they're not trying to actually start new, expansion reverse. They're not actually trying to start new. They could be thinking about, what could have been with you. I feel like they do watch you, but secretly creeping. Hook up reverse. They may feel like you're not really seeing anybody. Yeah, casino. More money, more money talk, okay? Let's see. I'm wondering that too now, because I'm like, damn, how many times is your money going to come up for this person? Let's see. Why does Philip care about Sully's financial status so much? Look, efficient work habits just came out and dusted off reverse. It's like they can't let go of how, like, your work or what you do for work. Entrepreneur reverse. So yeah, they could want you to not have some sort of like success on your own. Yeah, manifestations are on the way. Like if you still made it through all of this from this person, outside of them, if you still made it, they're like, damn, she wasn't supposed to do that. Like it is kind of, yeah, torment. Okay, it is spiteful, very spiteful. This person is, I want to say, kind of evil minded. Okay. Yeah, jail, incarceration, justice and punishment. This person is not, so even if they're not committed to you anymore, we have not committed, they're still focused on what you got going on, what you're doing. But that's what abusers do. And we have wedding reverse. They could secretly know that something may not actually get to the wedding, okay? Yeah, and damn, wealth visualization. We have wedding reverse though and drunkard. I don't know if this person drinks or not, but they could drink about you, or when they drink, they think about you. Yeah, small business don't mean it's not big shit, okay? So just because, oh, I don't know if you watch my videos or not, but that was my channel message too. The fuck? Wait, hold on. Yeah, I literally wrote, just because it's expensive and hyped doesn't mean it's of quality. That goes for people and material things. That was literally my channel message from that video, how they feel about you this week. I do a weekly check-in for all signs, Aries through Pisces. But let's see. Then we have, yeah, manifestation, law of attraction, hot-tempered. It's like they do get mad when you get better. I'm hearing that Morgan Wallen song too. I got better since you got gone. So if you got better since this person got gone, they don't like that, which is weird. And I feel like they do watch you somehow, some way. We have message, call records, social media. Yeah, look, personal branding. Next couple of months, and spiritually woke. cutting through illusions. So yeah. You said, do I have any remorse or guilt from the cards? What do you mean? I think this person's kind of evil, but I'm not sure what you mean by that. This person's very immature though. I think this person is someone who they do want to see you not do well, okay? And if you are doing well, that makes them, you know, frustrated. So, yeah, they're still secretly obsessed with you. I'm not getting much, no, I'm not getting like, I don't think they feel bad. I really don't. I don't think they feel bad. This is like somebody who's obsessed with focusing on someone's downfall, you know? And if they're doing well, that makes them more mad. You know, there's a thin line between love and hate, and that's obsession. Obsessed people, they can claim that, oh, I hate da 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 da, I hate this, I hate that, oh my god, this and that, you know, talking all types of shit, but they're obsessed with that person. They still follow them, they still watch them, they still act, you know, like a obsessed fan, but they claim they hate them. If you didn't care, you wouldn't be worried about what the next person is doing, you know. This is somebody who literally will hope that, you know, it's like they do check-ins or they check in to, you know, see how you're doing. We got unfinished business twice here too, so it's like they still revisit the past memories, you know, trying to see what you're up to, what you're doing. Girl, you'd be surprised. Don't ever think that someone can't watch you with other ways, okay? I promise you that. I promise you that people can watch you even if you block them. There's ways, okay? I've seen a lot of things in my life, and that is one of them. Yeah, so, look, acting shady, avoiding getting caught, sneaking around, tiptoeing. They're a sneaky person. Don't ever think that men don't watch women the way that, you know, some women watch men or people. Men have fake pages. I've seen it. I've seen it. Men have, you know, whatever, you know, when like bots pop up on like Snapchat, that's usually someone trying to spy on your account and watch your stuff. When a bot, you know, tries to randomly message you, that's usually because someone's using a third party site to watch your whatever you're posting in some type of way. That's how they are. A lot of men who, you know, mistreat women, they will watch you for the rest of their life. That's how they are. That's actually very common. Like they're very weird when it comes to, you know, I can't really explain the mind of a psychopath, but it's something that I've noticed that they do. They really do watch people that they torture. It's kind of reminding me of like Joe from You. He killed his love interest. You know, like what? But he claimed like, oh, you know, he loves them, he cares about them, he's obsessed with them, and then that's why they say like fatal attraction. You know, you got to stay away from people like that. You'd not that it should happen to anybody, but you'd rather it be not you. Okay, you'd rather it be not you. If it's the next person, at least it's not you. Okay, I'm just saying. But this person is very spiteful, and you know, keep hearing evil minded. You are very welcome. And I don't like men who are jealous of women and try to compete with women. That's really um, homosexual, if you ask me. I think men who try to one up women and whatnot are, you know, into men. And there's nothing wrong with that. But don't be out here using women, you know, and then competing with them. That's weird. So, Good thing is, he's not yours anymore, so you don't have to deal with what he's, doing to the next person. Even if it looks good on the outside, it's probably not. Some women put up with, what you won't. You got to remember that. A lot of people tend to, or a lot of women, yeah, they might have a man, but they're dealing with things that you would never put up with or that you don't want to deal with. And that's the only reason why they still have that man. But if they had boundaries and certain things like that, they probably wouldn't be dealing with him. So don't ever let a woman try to make you feel bad for being single or anything like that. That's a pick-me-ass woman. Women who insist, but you're single. I have a man. Okay, but he cheats on you, he drags you through the mud, and he doesn't pay any of your bills. Why should I be jealous of you? You know what I'm saying? Like, some women are delusional. But yeah. When you think about it, you got to ask yourself, what is there really to be jealous of from somebody who disrespects you? And if they're trying to make you jealous, you wouldn't be, because there's nothing to be jealous of. But spiteful people do spiteful things, and it doesn't always make sense. So you got to let them think that they have, the upper hand and just go about your day. Because the more energy you give to someone, especially abusers, the more that's like their fuel. They like when people get distressed, which is sick, but that's true. Abusers love feeding off of people's fear. They're like demons, yeah. They're literal human demons. All right. But thank you, Sully. Oh, and we are at 6:30. Okay, so I am going to end the live. I will timestamp your questions in a few minutes. Okay, I'll do it right away, and then I'm gonna go eat dinner. And I may or may not be back on here later tonight. We'll see. All right, but my birthday, December 8th. Check the community tab for what's going on for that, and then I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow, maybe not, maybe tonight. Who knows? Okay. Thank you. Bye.